All right. Hello and welcome to some before work grinding on some camos. So, happy Monday. Hmm. Just wanted to hop on and continue the grind and chat about stuff. So, my colleague is safe. He is okay. And that I was worried about that. And so, for anyone kind of following along, I've got multiple projects going simultaneously. One of them being trying to help someone from China immigrate into Central America, eventually the US. But right now is just such a dangerous time for anybody trying to come to the US that, like, oops, I wanted to go to zombies. There we go. So, because I only have a half hour, actually a little bit less than a half hour, then we have an all team meeting of the company where we kind of come together and touch base and see what's going on. Let's see, what I was doing last was I was trying to get this. I don't think I'm actually going to get to that. We can try, and this one needs like quite a bit. So we're going to do some nunchuck beating of some zombies. I love Liberty Falls. It's my favorite. I haven't even tried the other ones. So I've done the first one and the last one. So I need to, and I did another one a couple of times. So there's still so much of this game that I haven't explored. I've spent so much time just on Liberty Falls grinding these camos that I actually have quite a bit. So while that's like, well, I should start doing like with each of these put an opal, because that's what I did with the light machine guns and the diamond, because for a while there I was grinding the diamond camos, and that's multiplayer. So that's like the elite of a multiplayer bragging rights. And even then, it's just cool to look at. Be like, oh yeah, good. But I want to get the dark matter for zombies, because that. But you got to get opal on so many, and then same with like the dark matter equivalent for multiplayer.
Welcome just the same. I'm in the mansion, command center, injured but intact. Most everyone else is, well, you got eyes. Look, we need to get this situation under control ASAP. Be ready for anything.
There he is. Look, I hear him. Okay. So, but anyways, oh, those could have been a couple of the ones that sneak up on me. I never noticed them. So usually when I do this, there's like zombies that come from behind. Oh wow, that hit me hard. Ow! Jeez, I almost died on this the first round. So you can hit them just a little bit out of their reach where they can't hit you, but you can hit them.
Max armor.
But you also like lunge into where you're in distance of hitting from them. So it's kind of like it's a dance. It's like a waltz of something. Oh, what's this? Jeez. Okay. Smack. There we go. So anyways, the main projects I'm doing right now is trying to help people get into the tech field and really any job. I mean, so this is a crane operator from China that I helped him make a resume to try to apply to Vestas, which is a wind turbine company. I think it's from Sweden or Denmark. Maybe it's Denmark, but it's one of those European countries that I forget. But when I worked there for a good solid 2 years. Was a crane operator myself, promoted up, was actually on track to become a supervisor. I had my first aid, first response training. I was on the first aid, first response team, so that meant I got to carry around a little gold card on my ID card. So like if there was ever an emergency, they would just look around for somebody that has a green card on their ID and be like, hey, there's a medical emergency. And then we were trained to just be first responders, you know, assess the situation, stem any bleeding, mitigate any like pollutant or toxic. Like the only time I've ever actually used it or like was helpful was one time a guy passed out from exhaustion, and then another time, and he was fine. He woke up right away, and like we got him some water, and like we just kind of hung out with him, made sure he was okay. And and working the graveyard shift, like people one struggle with sleep and how to like do it because you're still trying to live your life at home while also work like when you're supposed to be sleeping. And so it's like, oftentimes people just end up just neglecting their sleep like I did. So and then the other time there was like a water leak, and building wind turbine blades, there are some hazardous materials that go into it. And I don't want to go into like specifics. In fact, I think I'm legally blocked from saying too much specifics because of privacy and proprietary concerns. 'Cause otherwise, everybody and their mom could be out there building wind turbine blades when it's really their baby. They did it. They continue to improve the process and change the materials and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, there was water and it was spraying, and there was like some dust, like sawdust and stuff that couldn't get outside. So we had to contain the leak and all the water that went with it. So that's the extent of it. But operating a crane, I operated a couple of different cranes in that factory, and it was really fun. It was a very serious job. Like, I mean, that's how people like die. I mean, like those are the types of incidents that somebody might not walk away from. And so you got to be extra careful, and you got to be able to trust the people operating those pieces of machinery. And actually, I was more of an auxiliary a lot of times. I was more of like the guide, so I'd be like pointing where the load was going, where the crane was going, letting people know that, hey, we're about to crane something, like everybody needs to get away from a 45-degree angle from the load being moved. And yeah, so anyways, I was trying to help this guy. He only speaks Chinese though, and that's why I was trying to do the Spanish and English stuff, and I'm going to continue that. I think I'm getting into a more rigorous schedule of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, at least one of those days, but if not, like 2, maybe even all 3 of them if I'm feeling spunky. Like, I could do this stream, like just zombies, that way people can come by and chit chat. Had a good chit chat yesterday with with Plague Ridden Rat. It's such an interesting name. And I feel like that person's drunk a lot, but like it's awesome. Like I've talked to them a couple of times, and and I'm here for it. Like I'm here to chat about things. Like especially back when I used to drink. Like I made a lot of friends on what is that? Grand Theft Auto. I played a ton of Grand Theft Auto, and like I would just be drunk playing in public lobbies, friend requesting people. I was friends with people from all over the country. Now I don't talk to any of them anymore. They unfriended me, so, which is kind of sad. Kind of sad. Also, a lot of people try to scam too. I think one person already tried it, although I don't know for sure. Like, we talked a lot, like crazy at first, and then, and then nothing. Like, we were even in a Discord, and then I haven't seen him post anything in the actual Discord, which is strange. Just like a bot that posts like memes and stuff. So it almost looks like a fabricated like way to trick people into sending money. I don't know. There is something satisfying about beating a zombie with a nunchuck. Oh, get the thing. Yep, it's gone. Oh well. Like I said before, it's only 400 points, so it's not a big deal. Oh, whoops. I forgot to do that. Oh well, this first round isn't that bad.
Good effect. Keep wasting those little shits on sight.
Yeah.
Max ammo.
Oh, 2250. I'm literally like 20 points away. Oh, and is there the...
That must have been Dennis Riffle. Church groundskeeper. Good guy. Seems Fluck didn't stick around in the end, though. Wonder what the key's for. All right, Riffle. Let's see what you've been keeping locked up in here. A handbrake. What the hell did Riffle plan to do with that?
I love it. Like, what are you doing, Riffle? Why do you have a handbrake? Why? What are you gonna do with that? Like, oh, look out, he's got a handbrake. Like, as I'm out here running around with nunchucks, swords, guns, knives, like all this crazy stuff, baseball bats, skateboards, I'm like just beating the crud out of these undead, and he's like, what's Riffle doing with a handbrake? It's like, oh my god, he's got a handbrake, drop it. Shoot him on sight, like, or something crazy like that. You better drop that handbrake. I mean, granted, it does build like a very massive gun, I think, so. Oh no, that's not good. I didn't see that crawler. Or that spidery thing, the vermin. I want to try to progress to the next level so we can... There we go. Try to keep this as long as I can.
Double points.
There we go. So now I gotta get him to spawn. Some up here, maybe? Usually you can pop there. Get that double point. Whee! Now we can go ahead and pack-a-punch these. Oh wait, no, yep. Oh, still have them. Still have them. How about you? Ha! Feel like in Monty Python, the Sir Lancelot running through. Oh, then I get insta-kill. But Sir Lancelot running through the castle and just murdering the entire like party of like it's like a wedding and everything, wedding reception, and just, like kills almost everybody. And then the king's like, "Who are you? You just killed all the party guests." And like, "Oh, sorry. I just didn't know. I thought there was a damsel in distress." "I'm the damsel. I'm in distress." And it's like the prince that's getting married to some lady, and like, you know, she's got huge tracts of land, like. But I don't want to marry her. I want to go and sing and be a da-da-da. And then like he just, "I'm escaping, father." And then basically what the king does is he adopts Sir Lancelot, cuts the rope for his own son to fall to his death. The bride was stabbed, but it sounded like she was going to make it. But anyways, there's Sir Lancelot. And like, so then he becomes the king of this area. Because he ran in and killed everybody. And that's actually kind of like an honest depiction of human behavior over the centuries. Like, you know, people that want power, that crave it, that need it, they don't get their needs met. And then they don't get checked. Ugh. I'm trying to make sure that I didn't like throw my old roommate and my friend under the bus. His mom, I think it's his mom, chimed in on a Facebook post, and we were debating MAGA and Trump and everything, and Biden too. Like, Biden's not completely scot-free. Like, he was sniffing kids, and he's one of the wealthy elite that's able to run in those circles and, you know, hobnob with like the powerful people in the world and the rich people, all while like pretending to do something when really, you know, he was one of the biggest proponents of the war on drugs amplification with the crime bill, because they were trying to stamp out the crime. And it's like, no, basically what happened was is Reagan imported a ton of cocaine and started like a whole process Like it was like a gold mine. People realized that, wait, that's right there just south of the border. Like, oh yeah, okay, it's fun, it's party stuff, like, you know. And then the problem is people wanted to just start prohibition on anything that wasn't alcohol and tobacco. And alcohol and tobacco are two of the most deadly substances we know, as far as recreational substances go. And yet they get a free pass, and they're heavily regulated, sure. But all other drugs, ooh, 1, 2, 3, look at that. All right, what am I doing now? Yes. Oh, let's upgrade this one. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm trying to get 30 special zombie kills. Where is he? I think he's in there. Ah! Ah! Okay, this is a little freaky. There we go. Yeah. 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 Gotta be careful because, yeah, they start appearing behind you, to ambush you, to the side, over here. Woo! Yeah! Haha!
Insta-kill.
I don't know what the research complete stuff is. That is another thing that we can upgrade. Do that for armor.
Snooze,
Yeah.
you lose. Expo window closed.
Actually, I only got about like 10 minutes. Oh. What is this? Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, that's okay. Let's finish up. I got about 8 minutes. Oh. Hmm. All right, sorry, I gotta send this message. Yeah, we'll just hope. uh, uh, okay. Actually, no, I gotta say, Okay, sorry. That's just a very important thing. So I'm working on another project. That one's more professional, and that one's way more hush-hush, but really cool if it works out. So a little background story. I want to be like a Dumbledore of the technology world, like just like a lot of computer scientists. And I don't need to be the best at anything. In fact, I don't want to be the best at any one thing. I want to be able to do a lot of things somewhat well. So I can, pivot and be able to do things. So I'm continuing to improve my professional career. I'm studying for the Network Plus certification, which is one of the hardest that I've heard people say, and it's one of the most valuable if you want to work in IT. Because networks are very confusing. You got to understand addressing, you got to make sure all the numbers line up exactly correctly. You got to make sure that all the hardware is intact, that it's all connected properly. And there are just so many pinch points that can go wrong in regards to that. So, I already opened this. Actually, I might as well just save up and get the 3 spot. Oh, and sorry, he's talking now. Well, no, I can do that during the meeting. Because I've got like 5 minutes before I got to go, log on, just join a meeting, and then we talk for like 20 to 30 minutes about what's going on, how the campus is doing, and then it's off to the races. Then I got to work. I got a lot of work I need to do today, so this is just a little before work video. But tonight, I'm going to try to do some more streaming, so I want to be more consistent, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then that could just be like for people that want to get ahead in their tech careers, so they want to at least feel better about where they're at in their tech careers. So yeah. And I want to make sure that it helps out the poor people first. Like, that's the thing. I don't even have to do it to guarantee that the majority of the people learning from my stuff will be poor people. Like, that's just how people with the motivation and the incentive to go do something, they're statistically, not always, but statistically more likely to go and, hold themselves up by their bootstraps, and even if just like the illusion of poverty, because really, if you think back to what your grandparents had, what your grandparents had, we're not that far removed from running around this country in covered wagons and waging war with the locals, like a bunch of barbaric stuff and genocide and all this crazy nonsense, and our history is pretty bloody and brutal, and yeah. And then people are mad that there's a PlayStation in every house, or there's an Xbox in every house, and don't get me wrong, I love Xbox too. I just can only afford the one gaming system. So, but I used to have an Xbox and a regular Nintendo and a Nintendo 64 and a GameCube. I have a Switch. So yeah, actually, I don't even just have the one. I have a Switch and a PS5. Don't have the Switch 2, but hey, I'm okay with that. I usually wait a couple years to get a console anyway. It's okay. But in this life, money is a tool, and money gets things like this. And I love this. I've had so much enjoyment off of this. It lets me get out all of my testosterone, pent-up aggression, and anger on simulated violence, on things that don't even exist, on hypothetical monsters that aren't real. And it's just fun to do. And you can kind of personify all of the things that you don't like in the world, oh, this is my work being late, or penalties on my homework assignment, or blah blah blah. Not the actual person though, that's kind of messed up. Your teacher's just trying to teach you, and they're not going to sugarcoat it. You got to learn, and you got to be able to hit certain benchmarks, otherwise, and I learned the hard way with that too, with grades. Although I just remember, D's do get degrees in certain situations, but computer science, you have to get a C or better to be able to progress to the next class, because otherwise you'll be stuck and then it's kind of pointless. So, ooh, a blast trap. I don't know if I'd want to use in this. Actually, I gotta get going. How much time are you at? Yeah, this will just be like a 25-minute-ish and some change. Let's go do a few more kills and then I gotta get going. Go get my coffee, go grab a snack. Well, now I'm definitely out because there goes my pack-a-punch. You know what? Forget you! Let's see if I can get a... cutting it down to the wire now. Oh man. It would help if I had the... Oh, there's you. Oh, wait, was that the end of the round? Ow. Huh. Some survivors of a nuke.
Extractions available in your AO.
I gotta go. So, well... yeah, no, I gotta go. Ta-ta for now. I will see you in the next one.